Right on, right on, right on. What's up, everybody? Hold on, let me pull Duck to the stage here. Got stupid ass lights going crazy over here. Let me fix my issue. Oh, there it came back on. Got a light going out.
Oh shit!
Oh, it's just a fucking stupid LED shop light I've had forever up here. I need
I
to.
get that, but it still just sucks ass because it happens, man. I remember my dad had a shop like that ran damn near 20 years, man.
Yeah, I've had this one for I want to say, fuck, dude, since maybe 10 years or so. It's like one of the first like LED shop lights that they brought. I
Well,
had
10
that.
year 10-year run's a good run, bro.
Yeah, it's coming. It's going on and off. Like it literally started flashing again like 2 minutes before I clicked to go live on here. But yeah,
Yeah, I see it roll
yeah.
yourself beep, beep, beep,
Sure. I got me a big one. Yeah, yeah. I've got the sister to that light out in the garage out there. Maybe I'll go grab and swap it out and use that one. That one's been relaxing for a few years. But shit, I've
uh,
got all kinds of lights I need.
but I remember that damn shop light lasted forever, and he never replaced the bulb in it for 20 years. It seemed.
Yeah, yeah.
It was
My
like
I still got a
it's like
fluorescent tube in the garage out there too, and it just well over the past 6 months it cracked out, and I haven't went and bought any bulbs for it. But yeah,
yeah, and
well,
then he bought a brand new set of bulbs, and the damn bulbs started burning out one after another, and then he threw the damn shop light away. He got pissed because the bulbs kept burning. He goes, no quality anymore.
hey Sam, can you bring me a lighter out there, please? Either my torch or any of those little lighters. Thank you, miss. Yeah, yeah. My brother flaked out on me at the last minute after I already bought his ticket for CannaCon. And when you sign up, they specifically, ask for the attendee's name and everything so they can make out the lanyard and shit. So, but we just got it taken
uh,
care of. Where the grow woman's gonna go with me. She'll be there Saturday, and I got
oh,
the green
yeah.
light on being able to film and everything. As long as we're not there talking shit, is what the guy running the joint said. I can film and talk to everybody as long as I'm not talking shit on their brand or on what they're going. Like, yeah, it's gonna be none of that. It's all positive.
Hell yeah.
Film it
Oh,
should be
yeah.
pretty. I watched a few of the videos where at the CannaCon events, and they have a lot of them in Oklahoma, and it seems like a pretty fun event to go to, and a lot of
Yeah.
people.
Yeah. A lot of networking happens behind those things, brother. Even at camps, MJ
Yeah,
BizCon, a lot of MJ BizCon's more for the commercial side of the grow ops and things like that. But there's still, if you get into something like that, there is still networking where you can actually find some decent breeder cuts, by just talking and, you know,
yeah. I was actually invited to the MJ BizCon last year, but I obviously couldn't go because I couldn't fucking walk at that time. The Bio 365, the soil company, I worked deals out with them to be able to get their soil in our local hydro store here, and the dude liked that I was liked my approach to him and me being able to talk him into getting this representative to sell his product and stuff. So he wanted me to come to MJ BizCon and check it out, and he sent me all the invites and stuff, and then
I would,
he try to do it online. So.
I get it. And I'm one of the reasons why Build a Soil is here in Las Vegas now in some hydro shops because
Yeah,
certain products that I'm not a Build a Soil guy. I build my own. I use my own
right.
method, but there are certain products that I get through Build a Soil, like pumice and rice hulls and things like that, where I can get a big cubic foot of it and be 24, 25 bucks. They're not cost an arm and a leg. I mean, pumice is going to be a little higher. You're talking about 40, 50
Yeah.
bucks, but to have that option to bring it in. And I asked him when I went in there, I said, how's it doing? And he goes, I can't keep this shit on the shelves, dude.
The same with that Bio 360, because a lot of people use that for the Bio flower, use it for auto flowers. It's a one and done type deal. And
Bio 365 is another one of those good soils, though, dude. It is. You're right.
And the grocery store can't keep it. When I first brought it to her attention, she didn't know anything about it. The lady, she's awesome at Grow Generation, and I ran it by her. I told her about all of it, and then I said to her one day, I was like, I think I'm going to contact a representative or something to see if we can get this shit in you guys' store, because y'all got to be able to sell it. Sure enough, within a week's time, I had gotten the guy to message me back from BioLife or Bio, yeah, I think it's BioLife, Bio360, BioAg or something like that. I'll have to look it up. But anyway, he messaged me back, and we ended up bullshitting, and next thing you know, he's contacting the Corky from GrowGen to set it up, and it was pretty cool being able to set things up and get it in the store. And
that is nice.
And like I said, it's just been rolling off the shit. It's hardly ever in stock, not because they can't get it, it's because it's constantly out. People are always coming to get it. And that just goes to show how big auto flowers are in certain areas. A lot of people
but auto flowers is one of those things where the genetics have come a long way from back in the day when they were short little runny things. And to me, if you get an auto flower that can veg a little longer than 30, 40 days, I've had speed runs run over 45 days in veg. I've had Mephistos. I've had Brother Mendel's. I've had KC Genetics run over 45 days. And anytime you can get that autoflower to veg longer, that plant is a banger. I mean, it's like everything's there. But it seems like the shorter flowering times, I've ran some where they start to flower in 30 days, no matter the size pot that you're in.
Yeah. Yeah, I got one actually outside that's still going. It's solid purple. It's a little bitty. I think it's just Blackberry Auto from Fast Buds that I threw outside during the fucking. Well, I didn't realize 3 days later we were gonna get that extreme fucking heat wave. So a whole shitload of autos just went to shit, and then that's the only one that survived. And it's literally like this tall, but it's a fat little purple nug. So I'm just leaving it. I'm letting it roll. I wasn't honestly expecting much. I get in the habit of
and honestly, as a grower, I'm not knocking Fast Buds because I've seen some beautiful plants of Fast Buds and I'm not knocking that company at all. And I haven't grown anything big from Fast Buds. Now, photo periods, I would love to have some photo periods from Fast Buds. But I ain't saying that. I'm saying as someone who has grown auto flowers in the past. Let me put it to you this way: Fast Buds are simple, fast plants. I mean, if you're an organic feeder, you're going to be able to produce something. If you feed that plant by that direction on that package and make it a balanced feed between bloom and veg, and then when it starts to bloom, cut that veg out and just feed that bloom, you're going to produce. I mean, and that's running organic with Tap water, pH tap water, man. That's not adding no molasses. That's no adding no nothing. That's just straight water, pH water only as a plant there. Fast bud autoflowers are great for beginner growers to learn.
I grew out their strawberry Gurrilla, which that's one of their flagships they've worked on for a long time. So I think it's in like F4 now or something like that. So they've been working on it, and I tell you that lady, she was a beast. Like that one got pretty good sized, and like you said, there's not all of their cultivars are tiny and little bitty, but there's quite a few that are still that way that you can tell that they haven't worked. Like the ones
My
that
best, I'll be honest, my best fast bud was a sour diesel from Pat Fast Bud, and that sour diesel was all there. It was so diesel forward. And it was a hell of a good sized plant. I think she was 42 inches tall. And that's the biggest one I ever grew from Fast Buds. Now, did she put on a half pound? No, I think she put on a quarter pound.
yeah. Still, that's good. I mean, think about the average home grower. They're going to hit 4 ounces. They're gonna be like, fuck, I just got a quarter pound off of that. They're going to be excited.
Yeah, exactly. And the only reason, and I've never pulled over a quarter pound off Fast Bud, that is, but when I mentioned Mephisto and Speed Runs and some of those others, I have pulled pounds of weight off of an autoflower, a pound of plants, big plants is what I'm saying. But it's also like we all say all the time. It's strain dependent as well, guys. I mean, a good hybrid that's a heavy yielder, you're going to do all right with as a home grower, I would say.
Yeah, for sure.
And if you wanted a little more towards the sativa leaning side, go a 60-40 or even a 70-30. Or if you want a more indica, go 60 indica, 40 sativa if you want that balance.
There's plenty of options out there for sure.
There's so many damn options out there, brother, that it's the same thing with genetics. As growers, we have so many options. I mean, here you are looking at a whole setup from Cap Junkie, dude, and I hear nothing but, I mean, amazing things out of these people. Okay, it's kind of like, it's one of those that you hear when it's brought up, the integrity's there. It's like, okay, this is solid shit.
Yes.
And it's the same thing like you hear anybody mention Mendocino 20 or 20 Mendocino.
No,
that?
I've
that's solid.
It, man.
That's solid.
And like you said, I hardly see it in the mainstream, and I've wondered a lot. Like I've been surfing a lot of different banks and looking at stuff, and I see it, and they look good. Everything looks good, but it's just not pushed to the forefront. Like, and that's where what happens. A lot of breeders will fall to the side because people are stuck on one thing, and there's a lot to offer out there. There really is, man. If you're really into this and you're into the genetics and everything, you will spend hours searching for stuff. Like you'll fall into other shit. You'll find these other breeders and you'll be like, damn, man, I'm wondering about them, and like they have beautiful plants.
It's like being like running onto Jamie's C's.
Yes,
that is pushed to the back a little bit, but when you see the genetics, or here's another one, and he is on X, but Subcool. I've been looking at a lot of Subcool and Jamie C stuff.
Yeah, Subcool's got some stuff out there. I don't know who took over for him after he died, but
It's his apprentice that took over for him. That
yeah,
when he passed, and
he's
they're
doing him a
building
solid.
it back.
Yeah, he's
And
definitely doing the name solid, I think.
I grew their Jesus OG. And Gurrilla, I'll tell you straight up, brother, that was good medicine.
Yeah.
That was good medicine. Now, did I call some weak females out of that run? Yes, I did, because I was so loaded up.
Yeah.
But it was like I took the best of the best and did the best with her I could. And bro, she turned out to be amazing, beautiful medicine. And so I was impressed. It's a living soil grown mama and stuff. You know, it takes to that living soil or living cocoa or organics really well because of how the mama's done and stuff.
Yeah, his super soil recipe from back in the day, and it's funny too because his was almost identical to what my dad's used, and he used that before the internet, so it blew me away when I seen Subcools. I'm like, fuck, this all looks familiar.
Exactly. And that was the whole thing. When I first seen Subcool's recipe, I'm like, I grew up with something just damn near like this.
Yep.
Damn near like this.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, my stuff is still in some way a form off of that recipe from back in the day. I've got
A lot of
cooking from
well, even if you look at Coots Mix,
yeah,
and compare Coots Mix with Subcool, there's some heavy similarities there.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. And then another one that you guys may not know, but Master Mark from Boogie Brew used to be one of the better cannabis growers up in California. And if you write in or email Boogie Brew and ask for Master Mark's super soil recipe for cannabis, they're going to get it to you.
Yeah.
And there are similarities between Master Mark's, Coots, and Subcools. There are so many similarities there. And it's like, did these guys hang in the same groups?
Well, see,
they had to have.
The Mendo Dope brothers, those two guys, these big farms that they have some amazing outdoor grows. And a lot of that stuff, and I'm thinking, because they're legacy growers, they come from it, so they're family like everybody. And the way that they do the soil for the crops and stuff where they plant yearly, like it's the same old thing, like the same inputs and the same type of shit that Subcool, like it was posted about way back in the forums, so it's a known thing, I guess. Maybe it's just something that all the old growers, it was like something that just got passed along fucking how.
Well, brother, it's like, I remember, Grandpa was a gardener, farmer, loved growing cannabis and shit like that. And Grandpa always said, if you can grow damn good tomatoes, you can grow damn good cannabis. Well, if you start looking at the cannabis soil and how you're making it and what goes in with tomatoes at the same time, all it does is take a vegetable gardening book, look at tomatoes, look up your stuff on cannabis, and you're going to damn near have the exact recipe. So you grow good tomatoes, you grow good cannabis.
Yep. You got that right. I know a few people that could grow some fucking monster tomatoes. And they're pretty good.
I grew up with one that could grow monster tomatoes where you would, it would be like, what's for dinner? Tomato sandwiches. Okay. And we grew up on them, but we loved them because it was tomatoes, mayonnaise, salt and pepper, man. Perfect, easy, quick.
I said that to my wife, and she's like, "Ew, gross." I'm like, "No, man, you can't. Like, it's good. Like, I would always used to like we would slice up tomatoes and sprinkle a little salt and pepper on them, eat them like that. She thinks that's absolutely gross, but I love that, man.
No. It was tomato salads and all sorts of stuff during the tomato season. Always, man. It
Yep.
was
Yeah, yeah. Back in the day,
maybe,
things like
maybe, maybe grown women don't like the tomato too much.
yeah. I mean, she not yeah. I mean, she really don't really care too much for it, but I mean, she'll eat it on burgers and stuff like that, or in a salad. But as far as like, yeah, she don't like the
Pasta,
cherry tomatoes or
pasta
nothing.
sauce, shit like that. But give
Yeah,
me just by itself on a sandwich, no.
no,
Uh,
yeah,
it better
I
have
don't.
bacon or turkey or something
Yeah,
like
something
that
like
on it.
that,
Gotcha.
like a BLT or something like that. But yeah, she won't get because that's when I like. It reminds me too, and when the like on a BLT when the bacon's gone, it's still fucking good. You eat the tomato with it and everything. At least now
Yeah,
I know somebody else likes it like that, so I'm not the weird
it,
one.
it's gotta be where we're from. Cause
It could be, man.
Big A over on the boy show, he loves tomato sandwiches, man.
Yeah, I've seen him. Yeah, I've seen
And
he posts. Always
he's an
posting food to make
Arkansas
my
boy.
mouth water. He's always posting some food that's making my mouth water. Here's
Yeah, he
just right now.
does.
What's this comment say? Found out yesterday. He texted, "Oh, that Mr. and Mrs. Stay High, his mom passed away yesterday. Sorry for that, brother. Sorry for your loss."
My condolences, prayers with you guys.
Yeah, but yeah, didn't mean to spoil the mood there. I just seen that. But anyway, yeah, back
No,
to
no, 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 no. Glad you did.
yeah. You get somber, but yeah, sorry for that. That sucks. But yeah, what
Man, that's
conspiracy?
crazy. That's crazy right there. We just talking about that, and we just lost four in a row, man. The little Pelletier actress.
Yep.
Okay. We lost Dolly,
Uh-huh.
Kim Curry, then the voice of Optimus Prime and Eeyore. I forget his
Yeah, I just seen
name.
that.
And then, there's another family hurting right here, grieving because they lost their family member. Man, that sucks.
It does, man. It's crazy. All of these actors and actresses are dying, but I mean, now I see what my dad and my mom would go through when they, one of their childhood actors passed away. So I guess it's par for the course. Like
Shit, I bawled like a baby back bitch when I found out Ozzy Osbourne died. I ain't gonna lie.
oh, dude, yeah, it brought tears. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
weird. Like
I was not. No, there wasn't tears of my eyes. I
I
actually
watched his
really, literally bawled.
watching his last show. That was sad for me. Like watching and knowing because like I know when people are like. I mean, I've seen death close like several times, and when somebody is like it's
And
their
you knew that, and you knew like I did. This is the last time we're seeing this motherfucker.
yeah
He
yeah he
he come to do one show and go out like a performer.
yep.
Boom. Yep. He knew.
Yeah, I heard supposedly he didn't even take no painkillers or nothing. He wanted to go stone cold sober that whole week. Like he didn't take nothing, and like he was in a lot of pain, is what Sharon and everybody was saying. Because I watched something afterwards, and they were talking about
Yeah.
he wanted to do that so bad because people were saying that Sharon forced him into doing that. It was sad bringing him out there in the chair. No, he wanted that. Yeah, that was what he wanted, and people made her out to be the fucking devil. I'm sure she's probably like pushed him into doing a few other things throughout her lifetime, but that last thing, I guarantee you, that was mainly all him. It was. I'm glad to see a lot of people came and paid tribute, and all the other performers to help out. Like it was a pretty good show
Oh,
for sure.
it was a good show. Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's about
Uh,
the only shit happening right now is all the people dying, and I guess a lot of that people are starting. It's conspiracy. All of these fucking celebrities dying. But it's crazy.
it is. It really is. But you know, does that go into the side of you got to stop and think? A lot of these people who did pass away were over the age of 70 some odd years old.
Yeah.
The guy
Yep.
that was Optimus Prime actor, I think they said was 76. Our
Yeah.
life expectancy is not 80 years old, actually. The average life expectancy is 75.
Yep.
So, you live, I hate to tell you, nowadays you live past the age of, I would say, 65 without, this is with any complications like former cancer patients, heart, diabetics, the whole 9 yards. If you make it past that 65 mark, you're on borrowed time once you hit that 65 mark. You know,
Sure.
that's the thing. If you've had things like other illnesses, that's it. Even surgeries, even people who have been under anesthetic for a long time tend to live a little bit shorter period.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. You just
Women
got.
in
Yeah.
high women in high stress tend to go a little faster too. We're talking high stress jobs, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah. And
So it's important for women to de-stress and go do their thing as well.
I seen apparently Dolly Parton, she had cancer too. She was suffering from some form of cancer, and which she didn't let anybody know about, which she doesn't have to, but still,
No, no,
had
no. That
been sick and had some kidney stones and shit like that. And then I guess didn't just wake up. I assume I didn't read where she died at, or if she was in the hospital or what, but
understood, understood. And I didn't get into all that. This is the first time I'm hearing about cancer. Fuck cancer.
yeah, that's pretty damn sad. And then, but anything I've ever heard about her has always been positive throughout my life. I don't know if she's ever been involved in any scandal. I could be wrong though, but I don't know if she's been involved in any crazy scandals or anything. You're a little older than
Well,
me. Have you heard any
which
shit with her?
I know when she was acting, they said she was having an affair on her husband and shit like that. And it's like, no, they squash that shit. Like, you guys need to quit listening to all the bullshit being said. Tabloid bullshit. So, yeah, it was weird type situation there.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on the conspiracy that her whole body's covered in tattoos? That's why she always wore sleeves and gloves and everything.
You know what? I'm going to tell you. Old Dolly Parton, a lot of people roasted her because she got inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame for a song called Jolene, which is a
Yeah.
folk song, which was a folk song, which is how she truly wanted to start out. And she got her break on Porter Wagner, which was some country type program back in the day. So yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if the old chick didn't have one sleeve from, neck to, ankle or wherever she went to.
I'd seen that she was on a talk show one time, and the talk show, I don't remember which one, but the host had asked her, do you have any tattoos? She's like, oh, sweetheart, yeah, I got a bunch of tattoos. And they're like, well, where are they at? She's like, oh, yeah, it's where you can't see them. Apparently she got them. Well, she says she's got them in places that she wouldn't want to show on camera. So I don't know if that meant she's got them down in her crotch or wherever on her ass, but hey, maybe she is covered from, from chest down and everything, and then she just wore them sleeves all the time
to keep it covered. Yeah, who knows?
That's mean, that'd be great to see. Yeah.
We got to remember also the day and time too that she was really popular and she broke out.
Yeah. Yep. Man, that'd be maybe that's why she never posed nude or anything. Why there's never any pictures of her nude.
I don't know, man. It's one of those things.
As a boy, I never looked for those naked pictures of her ever, though.
No. There was, no.
That's I just heard from a friend that they're not on the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in a group text with my family and from Arkansas, and there's all of us all over, so that's how we kind of keep in touch.
I get that.
And the thing is, the girls, my cousin and aunt, and them were talking about Dolly Parton passed away, and then my cousin, he's a first cousin, but he's like one of the youngest because my aunt waited for a long time before she finally had a kid, so he's only like 21 or 22 right now, and he's just a complete jackass. And he comments back, she had nice tits though. I'm like, Jesus Christ, little soon there, buddy. But and then I commented back, I was like, I think the correct way to put that is she had. Yeah. So I had to get a little.
He had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's.
Let's make this correct.
His mind's always in the gutter. 21-year-old young.
Hey, man, at 21 years old, we weren't much different.
Well, he may not. I think maybe. Yeah, he is 21. I was about to say. I think he turned 21.
Like I said, there wasn't much difference because I'd have said the same thing. God damn, that was a damn good looking pair of tits.
Yeah,
I mean, at 21 years old.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy that he, even being a young one, he knew what to look at there. So that's crazy. So funny.
But yeah, that's. I had heard the conspiracy theory of her being covered from pretty much because she always wore long sleeves and her cleavage was only to a certain point. So yeah, there was a theory that she was a tattooed woman as well. But and then as you like I said, we were both talking about the day, the time, and then she just kept the persona going and never let it go.
Yeah. And
because that became true Dolly right there.
Yeah. But I had also heard that she had some kind of skin condition too, or something like that, and she always felt insecure, and that's why she wore that. I mean, that could be very well too.
And then the skin condition, yes. I had heard that one.
Then people had said that, oh, there goes that stupid light again. But I heard the people had said that's the reason why she had gotten all the tattoos was to cover up scars from the problem that or the skin condition or skin issue that she had. So who knows? Maybe there's a combination of the both.
Maybe.
But she took it to the grave with her. Nobody will ever know. Except for the mortician or the person that does that. That's the only person I'll ever know. Damn it. That's the ghost coming back. That's what that is. Dolly Parton's here fucking getting ready to get me for talking. Or that, or my mom's getting ready to slap me for talking.
Your mom's going to slap you because you're talking probably about one of her favorite country singers.
Because Jerry's all right.
I've been waiting for mine to come around and slap the shit out of me because it was one of hers too.
Oh,
And then
back on.
my grandma as well, because she, like, don't talk shit about Dolly, guys. This was my woman.
Yeah, like I said, I've always heard she was wholesome and stuff. Never really heard much of the problems, but like you said, the one time about the infidelity, but nothing ever major. She never, I mean, that I can
No,
recall, it was for
there.
anything crazy.
I mean, it was assumed she had had an affair with Burt Reynolds and
Yeah.
the dude from 9 to 5. Oh, funny dude, Dabney, whatever the fuck his name is. I'm trying to remember his name right now. Dabney,
I'm,
what the fuck is his name?
I'm fucking horrible with names, but I got an idea who you're talking
You
about.
know who I'm talking about? The dude they prisoned up.
Yes.
That's who I'm talking about. The dude they prisoned up. Oh shit.
Which one? Harvey Weinstein? That one?
Well, they also, I don't know about that one. I never heard
No,
that one.
yeah, I can't think. I know what you're talking. I just threw that out there. I don't know. It just sounded like one of
Harvey
them that was.
Weinstein. Well, you never know, man. I mean, he was big Hollywood back then.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to get the tiny hats mad at me. I didn't want to throw him under the bus. I just threw that out there because it sounded good. Jesus Christ, they're gonna get me now.
Oh, they're coming. They're coming, dude. They're gonna get your ass. Mama,
Yeah.
grandmama, we're talking about their favorite, Dolly Parton. Oh my fucking God. Excuse my French, guys. Remember, adults only, over the age of 21, after 30 some odd minutes in.
I forgot about that. Yep, I did put it in the in the description though, so we'll be good. I got a new computer and everything, but I haven't got it set up yet. But I'm gonna fix everything, and then that way I can record some of the shit, and then be able to actually turn it into a video, and then put it on YouTube, and in a
Right.
different form. So I'm trying to fix all of like the whole setup here. I got some stuff to get it all integrated, but then I got to figure out how to use it. So
I got Yip,
I'll have to
I got
talk to
Yippee
fucking.
Ki behind me.
Got what?
I got Yippee Ki behind me, just going off at something. She will never let me come out here by myself. She's got to watch me every second of every day until she goes upstairs with Doodles to go to bed.
Uh-oh.
That's what I'm saying. She's our blood.
I'm surprised Frank ain't came in here and
Yeah, I'm surprised I didn't see freaking minute.
yeah, I don't know where the hell he's at. Oh, they're both in there laying down in the kitchen. For once, he's not being a little jackass somewhere.
Hell yeah.
I might have spoke too soon though, because then he'll be into something, doing something he's not supposed to, like a little toddler still.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Two
I got.
older dogs don't like putting up with his shit all the time.
Well, we got Bluey's almost 2, so and Bingo's about 6,
Yeah.
6 months, somewhere right in there. Yeah, Bingo's 6 months, and that's an annoying little brother to her, but she's still a toddler herself, man.
Yep. They're both in troublemaker stage. One might be a
We
little slightly more than the other.
Oh well, brother, I want to tell you something. It's like watching 2 toddlers just fuck with each other. Constant, dude. It is constant. 2 toddlers fucking with each other. All of a sudden, you hear this shit out of the front room, and it's like, God, you two, Quieting down. Shit.
Yeah, Frank likes to get the zoomies in here. He'll run through here and then bump into him, and then he'll get Nitro going. Nitro is like solid muscle. He's 30, 35, 37 pounds. So he's a solid muscle thing, and he comes running. I call him Bull in a fucking China shop. Like he will knock everything over. Like he runs right through shit. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Like he'll run into walls. He'll bust into the door coming in here. Instead of just averting and going around, he's like, fuck that. I'm going right through it. And I'm surprised he hasn't fucking taken Sam out. Like I'm waiting for him to hit her right in the knee. He's got.
Oh yeah. Oh, I don't even want to hear that. I don't even want to think about that, brother, to be honest. That's just no.
He's pretty brutal, but yeah, he's I call him Bull in China shop. You gotta be careful for him. Like when you say body time or time to go outside, he's like he's going. That's his way.
Bigo hit the door today pretty damn hard. I thought he went through it. I mean, he nailed it.
Yeah.
He nailed that door. I was like, dang, boy, you need to learn to chill. You are on one tonight.
Crazy.
And because he don't slow down. It's like you said, zoomies.
Yep.
Because I guess he's used to running straight out that back door into attack mode. Is what it is. To tackle his sister.
That's funny.
And then the fight's on. And then she waits for him to nap and get sleepy, and then she attacks him.
That's funny.
So it is humorous. It is.
Mine's been driving me nuts here lately, but then they'll start doing something goofy and funny, and then I'm not pissed off at them doing. But yeah, they're especially that little goober Frank. He's always on one. I've called him "fuck around Frank" since I first got him. That's been his nickname is "fuck around Frank." He's always fucking around.
How's the finger? And how's the construction project?
That's halted for now. I haven't done anything. We got to start working on the bathroom, but the finger is like fucking double the size here. See that?
Epsom salt, man.
Yeah. They don't want to bend. I'm good though. But yeah, I got the.
No, I mean once it's stayed together for a little bit, start throwing some Epsom salt to that finger. It'll bring that down.
Yeah.
Also helps with the infection too, if there's any there. That I don't understand it, man. People don't look at the older ways. Like I remember iodine or monkey blood, as Mom used to call it. And shit burned and I never got infection on a scrape or anything. Now I look down on a scrape, I got pus coming out, and I'm like, what the hell is going on here? Too bad I ain't got any damn monkey blood.
Oh shit, huh? Yeah. Yeah, what was that shit called? Mercurochrome?
Mercurochrome, yeah. Yeah, they took it away because it worked too good.
Yeah. Seriously, that had to be like, because there was a lot of good benefits. A lot of the shit that we used to use as kids, and it helped a lot of us. They've taken all of it away. But and then there's like all of the problems these kids deal with now. I'm like, fuck, we used to be able to fix this problem, and like there's a lot of shit going on. Like you said, now you get a fucking scrape and you get a pus or all these fucking problems now because you can't remedy it yourself.
Well, I'm very happy with certain technology and things because ADD and ADHD was get your ass beat and set in a corner shit when you couldn't help it. You were just you couldn't help it.
Exactly.
And then, that come along and it taught people, about looking at things like that instead of just going to, you're getting your little ass in the corner and you're standing there. Well, wait a minute. Maybe he can't help this or she can't help this.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't taken into consideration back in the day when I was a kid. A lot of it was just starting to break through right when I went into middle school. It was becoming more prevalent. There was a lot of kids that had it and had to go to the nurse to take their medicine. Like a lot of times the kids would have to take their medicine at school, and I'm thinking, what the fuck? Why couldn't they take that at home? But
Yeah.
never,
Yep. Because they got their schedules on that stuff, man.
yeah,
That's what's so weird about it because I remember growing up, I was pretty hyper kid, you know, and I learned how to focus it into other things to keep from getting my ass whipped all the time.
exactly. Yeah, shit,
Oh,
you
well,
think like that, you get in trouble with it.
we're going to go fix the lawnmower. We're going to go help dad fix the lawnmower. And then pretty soon you're the one fixing the lawnmower and dad's letting you do it.
Exactly.
And it's like, hey, the weed eater's down. I need to learn to fix weed eaters, man. I put mine into something else because I knew if I didn't, I was going to get my ass in trouble. On a farm, there was always something to do, always something to work on. So, there was always a beat up lawn tractor or a tractor in itself for plowing, disc, all that other stuff had to be done. So
Yeah,
I always had something else going on. So I wasn't getting my ass beat all the time.
that's why I'm trying to show to my middle son the importance of learning something, working with your hands right now. No matter what you grow up to become, it's always good to have certain set of skills or be able to change your tire or just random little things like that because you're not always going to have somebody there to help you.
And there's too many kids out there that don't even know how to, young adults out there that don't even know how to check their oil, put
Yeah,
antifreeze in their car, change their tire, put air in their tire. The basics is maintenance. You got to have the basics maintenance down before. My dad, even with my sister was never the mechanical, but my dad made sure my sister knew how to change her oil, check her brakes, do a brake job even on her car, do
yeah,
simple maintenance on her vehicle so she didn't have to worry about it.
yeah,
And that was the thing about my sister. My sister could change a tire. My sister could do a set of brakes. She never got into the engine part or anything like that, but the simple change of hose, change of belt, checking your fluids, changing your oil, changing your brake pads, real easy stuff.
yeah,
Especially back then, as a teenager, because we're talking my sister was a teenager in the 60s. So a little bit more
yeah.
simpler vehicles.
Yeah, I was gonna say, except for there's a lot more of a challenge these days to know. You gotta have some kind of
Yeah. Yeah.
fucking scanner or reader to know shit, and then like it's hard, but
Why should you have to take a fender off to replace a light bulb?
that's fucking insane. Hey, my car is kind of the same way. But to be able to pull, you got to pull the front down off of it, and like unsnap part of the front fascia to get to the back of it to replace the bulb, and it's a fucking like $200 shit that you got to replace if it goes out.
Yeah, a $200 bulb.
They're supposed to last forever, but I think I've been on this. It's the second or third set. It's fucking insane.
Well, yeah,
But I found
it is
Rock
insane.
Auto, fairly cheap, but it's still crazy. Even if
Yeah,
you're
but
paying
you've
any,
got to. How much of your car do you got to remove? Just what you said. You went through a whole process on how to change a light bulb when back in the day it was
Yeah.
What? Pull the plug and take some screws out, or if that, use a twist knob
Yeah, and
on
on the
some.
passenger side, yeah, I think
I
let's see
remember
here.
when the headlights were glass and you had the twist on the inside of the
Yeah,
headlight. You just changed the bulb, put the new bulb in, boom, boom. That was it. I
yeah,
even remember where you had to take the screws out and take the bezel off, and
yeah,
it'd pop right out the front, and it just unplugged at the back end.
yeah. And on the passenger side of my car, you got to take the air cleaner box completely out of it, unsnap part of the front fascia to make the headlight slide forward and to be able to have enough room to get to the back of it to get the fucking light out. And then so that it's a pain.
Exactly. But
Now I see
this,
why people take it to the dealership and then they get charged out the ass. But it's a
but
pain in the
this goes back to the auto companies not wanting any owner to be able to work on their own vehicle. This goes back to the same thing.
I okay when I was at work one day we had one of the new ZR2s Bison up on a rack, and we had people from GM over, and I was by the lift, and we were all talking because we had to be able to move the cab over to line up. Mind you, we were getting these trucks straight from the GM plant and bringing them over, and the body and cab is so crooked it's not even square on the frame, you know, because those are a rigid frame on those little trucks, and the body, the cab of the truck is not like they were centering the front fascia and everything to a crooked fucking truck, so that's why it kind of goes down the truck slightly or goes down the highway and it looks cocked a little bit. It's because it wasn't right on the line. And we pointed that out there, and I showed them what we could do, how we could fix it and align it there. Like I honestly, like we'd come up with unbolting the cab. We would have to adjust that to be able to put a bumper on the front to mount it, because you have to mount the brush guard bumper to the actual frame. It's a big steel one on the Bison.
Right.
So when we did that, you could see the cab and everything was off, like off centered from the actual frame. So we literally had to line up every fucking truck that would come off of the line like that. And I'd mentioned to the lady there that, you know, what if the regular consumer, they wouldn't be able to do this on their own. And then the lady's like, well, we don't expect them to be able to work on their own vehicle. I'm like, what? Because and I'd mentioned something about this, the some where we had to put the skid plates on, because you can't get the certain areas to be able to check maintenance. Like you couldn't maintain your rear differential without having to dismantle a whole bunch of shit. And she's like, oh, we expect them to take that into a dealership to get it done. I'm like, no, that's crazy. That's not the average consumer anymore. That's taking this little tiny mid-sized truck and putting it out of reach for the average consumer, because at $70-something thousand for a little, it's basically a Colorado. It's a Chevy Colorado truck with the outfitted with the Bison stuff.
Yeah, with that package, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's insane. So right from the lady's mouth, they don't care about what people want. They're trying to sell something that nobody can afford right now. That's why there's so much shit.
Probably the engine was a little improved on that one. You know, had a little bit beefier engine, suspension, supposedly. Yeah.
The last one only came in a diesel, or well, you could get a V6 option, but there was options that you could not get on the regular line anymore, because they all went to the same motor, everything worldwide at that point, to where so it could pass, because that was when we were going through the chip shortage. So in order to fix that, they pretty much streamlined everything to be the same from here to South America to Thailand to everywhere else that produced these trucks, because the Isuzu and the something else, it's pretty much the exact same truck as the Colorado, but they put a different body and stuff on it. But it's all GM shit. which I learned a lot of stuff that I didn't know in the foreign market, that everything is used. It's pretty much universal.
Yeah.
And that's why we're starting to see a lot of it here now, especially with Ford and Chevy merging together to make fucking transmissions. That would have been almost heard of 50, 60 years ago because of the rivalry of Ford and Chevy. But they team up to make certain parts because they know, that what each one is good for. Just like Chevrolet likes the stuff on the rear ends that Ford used to make. Like they would interchange that shit.
Ford rear, that's one thing that hot rodders liked was them old Mustang rear ends, especially Mustang 2 rear ends.
And, it's usually followed up with a small block in that fucking Mustang with like a Power Glide or something. So it's always been hand in hand like that. But now you can see where the merge is going together, especially on an international level. And I'm sure the guy that's on X, the fella that's in Thailand that's got that big wheat farm over there, he probably knows about all that. I'm sure he knows about the Zuzus and the little there's another Chevy
he probably does. Yeah.
Yeah, so they all had to go the same, and so
I don't know, man. In Thailand, there's a lot of K trucks.
Yeah.
And K cars because their roads are so small.
Man, I want one of those.
And when I say, and if you've ever seen a K truck, they're kind of like just a basic cab over type truck, man. And yes, I would love to have one, but we can't use them on our roads, which has to do with laws.
That's
stupid laws, dude.
I could use it local here because they just passed in our little township here where we could use golf carts and stuff like that.
See, now there you go. That's where they're accepted, is on farms, ranches, and little communities where they are accepted.
Yeah,
because there's certain towns in Texas that you can drive them on the roads.
Yeah. Yeah, see, that's funny too, because the video, the YouTube that I was watching a couple days ago, the guy, he went to Japan and bought a shitload of those little trucks and shipped them back over here. He lives somewhere outside of Austin, Texas, and he set up a lot with just those little bitty Japanese K trucks, and that's what he was selling them for. Anywhere, and that stupid prices. There was ones going for $4,000 he was selling there just because it didn't have air conditioner. Rich YouTuber, it was blowing money. He had a bunch of them on his lot that he was selling for dirt cheap.
Well, that's one thing
in Texas where they're useful.
That's one thing that the consumer wants, is something small, economical, that ain't gonna cost a shit ton of money, that's a brand new vehicle where they can get in it, do their thing, and that's it. The consumer, want that.
Yep.
But is the regulations and the business going to give us that? That's the key.
They want to, just like the downfall of Dodge when they merged with Stellantis and all that other bullshit, and they did that. Just like the muscle car that they put out is dead. That Charger, that's a dog shit car. That electric one that they've got, and that I liked a lot of those cars, man. And I thought it was going to be something good, but it turned out that nobody likes it, man. All over it's just failing.
Oh, I mean, I remember when Dodge had the Hellcat and the Demon motors, and those were tough motors to beat, man. I mean, that all the new hot rodders wanted a Hellcat or a Demon motor, because you couldn't catch them. You still had your old school Ford and Chevy heads that wanted the newer Chevy LSs and stuff like that, but
they straight up killed that. They have no V8s in any of their vehicles besides the Ram. The Ram line is the only thing that'll get a V8. But they also put out another TRX that got a big motor. So that's the only way that you can get one now is in a fucking truck that's like $150,000, probably almost $200,000 after all of the sticker price and bullshit. So like
yeah, like you said, a $200,000 truck.
Yeah, that's out the door. That's with all. That's your finance and everything. I'm sure it's probably close to that.
Well, it's the same thing with Ford and General Motors. They're going with these turbocharged 4 cylinders in their lighter truck, getting away from the V8s and the V6s. But if you want something with a little more torque, a little more power, you're up in that $150,000, $200,000 range. Look at GMCs alone.
I mean, when the trucks would come through there, the Denali ones, and oh my God, stupid prices. Stupid. Like you said, 100, 150, 100, anywhere from 120 to 150. And I'm thinking, what the fuck? Like, does this thing, like, give you reach arounds while you're driving? Like, what does it do? Like, what does it do? That is fucking nuts, that price.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think what's saving GM now, I guess they seen the Dodge fucking tanked and they missed the mark with their Charger and Challenger line. Well, the Charger line now because they stopped the Challenger. So now GM is bringing back the Camaro. The Camaro is back. So like they're back for Pony Wars again. So hopefully we're going the right direction with that.
Well, and then there's the other thing. You've got 3 companies trying to rival the small truck market here in the United States as well right now. Ram is wanting to come up with one about the same price range as the Ford Maverick.
Yeah.
Volkswagen's supposed to be bringing one to America. And it is supposed to be built in the United States. These are a couple that, and everybody wanted the Toyota Helix because it's an $20,000 truck right out the door. Okay, which is an overseas model. Okay, but we're not getting the Helix. It's going to be Ram, Volkswagen, and who was the other one that was going to do it? Damn it. There's 3 of them. I can't think of the last one. I think it is General Motors who's going to do
it. They had one that was the $20,000 one. It's under, and it was completely stripped. It was a little GM truck, and it was the smallest one because we shipped all of them to Thailand. We had to put stickers on it, and I cannot remember what it was called because we didn't spray no bed liners or anything in those.
Because it's another one. It's another one that they use in South America too. They have a lot of these models in South America, so it's going to be easier to have that produced out of Mexico because that's where a lot of that goes out of for General Motors is out of Mexico to South America. So I think they're the ones in the running with Maverick because if you remember right, you couldn't get a Ford Maverick to save your ass. Now nobody wants them because they've proven to be pretty much, there's some good to them and then there's some bad to them too. So
I will say, like, as far as them being useful, the cargo area and the inside, it's very roomy, but it's extremely gutless. Fucking turds, man. Like, I felt like I was going to die one day when we were bringing it out because we got some brand new Mavericks to do. It's when I moved on to doing vinyl and stuff, and we upfitted trucks for AT&T, and they are such fucking turds. The hybrid ones, those are pretty damn cool. I like those. But I never thought I would say that before ever, but they're also gutless turds. Other than that, man, like as far as the inside and being able to being able to haul shit like a little truck is very useful.
Right, and I would assume even if if it's Dodge, General Motors, and Volkswagen, it's gonna be gutless anyways because it's a small, cheap truck. I remember I remember the Ford Ranger Edge being one of the most gutless Fords I ever drove. And I
Yeah.
test drove one of those Ford Ranger Edges one time, and I said I would not own this gutless son of a bitch. Turned around and bought a F-350 with a big Cummins in it, and that was way back in the '90s.
Oh shit! 5 minutes past 8. We went past a little bit. Be all right though.
Oh,
If we were
it'll be all right.
bullshitting,
Yeah.
but yeah. I guess we could wrap it up. Wrap it up for the night, and we got CannaCon this weekend, so it's gonna be me and the Grow Woman going, and I'll be taking video. There'll be a couple times I'll go live, and we're gonna get some stuff together. So if you're ready and available, I'll text you or something if you want to jump on with me. If I can
Yep,
find people.
that's why I was hoping we could do that way. That would be awesome, brother. I would enjoy that.
Yep. All right. Yeah, I got the green light to be able to bring all the recording stuff and do shit like that. So I'll see what I might see if I can sneak a little spot, in the corner or something, and set up with the little impromptu chronic cast or something, and have the laptop.
Hell yeah.
Hell
yeah. We'll see how that goes. All right, guys. Have a good night. Thank you.